My name is Zeke Craig, and I am from a small town in Colorado named Bethune. I came to Kansas Wesleyan University seeking a degree in pre-physical therapy. I know that after I graduate from Kansas Wesleyan that I will have to attend graduate school, so it is especially useful that I graduated high school with 43 college credits to kickstart my long college journey. The first area that the Lifestyle Modification Plan, or LMP, has pushed me to be better than I was by making me pick 3 categories of my life and making a change for 8 weeks. While this was not always easy, and I often did not want to accomplish these goals, I knew that doing so would only help direct me towards the person that I want to be. The first goal in my plan was to start getting more exercise outside of basketball practice. I started out going for a mile walk around campus or on the track every day, and as time went on, it developed into more of a run for at least a mile. However, I believed that if I could do a mile, then I could do a mile and a half, and then 2 miles. I never exceeded 2 miles, and that only happened after basketball ended, but it was still an accomplishment for me. The second area of change was in my spiritual life. I wanted to spend more time of my day dedicated to God. I know that no matter what, God has my back and loves me when no one else will. I am just saying that. I do have a great support network backing me, and I know that I am loved. The least that I could do for him was start spending time before bed reading his word. This started out as a little tedious because reading for 15 minutes is not enjoyable for me. However, as the weeks went on, I found it easier to read and enjoyed reading the stories. I also feel like it strengthened the relationship I have with God and has helped me build my faith. The final LMP goal that I had was more of a mental goal. Sleep is one of the key ways that gives your mind time to rest and recover. Therefore, I wanted to start getting more sleep by moving my sleep schedule back. There were some nights that I would stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning. However, the average time that I went to bed was probably around 12:30 or 1. Therefore, I decided to try and move my sleep schedule back to 11:30. This was the hardest of all the goals because it did not happen all at once. This meant moving my sleep schedule back by about 15 minutes every week. While I did not officially ever meet my goal, I did start sleeping more and I felt more refreshed than I had in a while. I do believe that all 3 of these goals are reasonable and will push me towards my success. I do plan on continuing these goals throughout my life as best I can. The mission statement that I chose for myself this semester was, I want to strengthen my life journey mentally, physically, and with God by spending more time with each category. To elaborate further on that, I believe God wants us all to thrive. I also believe that He put us on this earth to help others and point them towards Him. In my life, I have been given several passions, such as basketball, helping others, and having fun. I believe that God accompanies us on our walk, and if we look to Him, He will move through us, in us, and for us. There is nothing that God will throw at us that He will not help us through. As Philippians 4:13 states, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He has a plan for each one of us, and He will be with us every step of the way. This semester, I wanted to become more of a social person and build my network of friends. I wanted to start building genuine relationships with people that would last a lifetime. God has a plan for each and every one of us, and for me, that included moving to a new hall. The hall I came from was quiet, and no one really interacted with each other. The hall I moved into is more social, and we enjoy being with each other. Almost every single one of us keeps our door open so that the others can walk in any time. Not only has this forced me to be more social, it has provided countless opportunities to expand my social aura. This has not only helped me build genuine friendships, but has also given me more confidence around people. I used to be afraid of opening up to people due to a fear of being disliked. Moving down to my new hall, however, has given me the confidence to be myself without any regrets. My spiritual life after implementing my lifestyle modification plan has definitely grown stronger. After first moving to Kansas, I did not have a church that I attended regularly. I bounced back and forth for a couple weeks, trying to find somewhere that suited my needs. Eventually, I found a Bible study on Thursday nights led by Pastor Mark Boxman. I immediately enjoyed it and made it my home. However, this was the only word that I was feeding my soul. After incorporating my goal of reading the Bible every night, my faith has definitely grown. As stated earlier, it was difficult when I first started to read the Bible for 15 minutes without my mind wandering off. But after reading the Bible for several weeks, I feel my relationship with God has definitely gotten more solid. For my intellectual category, I have been attending class and doing my work better than before. At the end of last semester, I struggled to get up and go to class, so I opted for the easy way out, which was online. However, I have been going to class more frequently and have stopped procrastinating as much as I previously did. There are also other outlets for me to express my intellectual capacities. For instance, the TV show Survivor is a complicated game involving strategy, which includes making moves to position yourself at the top of the pack, and the challenges, which usually involve puzzles. I implement that in my life by doing puzzles that make me think. One example is how some of us have been working on a 1,000-piece puzzle. Another example are games on my phone. The game Flow is a game where you have to find patterns and complete puzzles. There are also some slide puzzle games that I use to get me thinking outside of class. For my emotional well-being, I am pretty solid. I have not been a guy who is always in touch with my emotions as other people are. However, I always try to keep a positive attitude and a smile on my face. There are still times where I think about all I have lost, such as my senior baseball season and my senior prom, and furthermore, I barely get to have a freshman year of college. We have to wear masks everywhere, and there are no social gatherings to interact and meet new people. I feel like so much has been stolen from me, and that hits home pretty hard. On the other hand, I know that God has a plan for me and is working things out for my good. Therefore, I try to keep a smile on my face and an optimistic attitude. Another goal I had that was fairly easy for me was my financial stability. I grew up in a family who always had enough money, but had our ups and downs when it came to finances. At one point, my dad was out of work for over a year, so we had very little income throughout that time. Dad taught me that all of these little things that we spend money on do not matter. I can go make a sandwich in my room for cheaper than I can go eat out. However, there are times where I do go out and eat with my friends. Those times and few and far between, but other than that, I have managed to be financially stable. Incorporating the LMP into my life has changed me for the better. I feel like I am better in all aspects of my life. I feel better physically after I've started running. I feel more confident socially due to moving down to my new hall. I feel stronger mentally after including puzzles in my routine. I feel more stable emotionally, seeking God first. And most importantly, my relationship with God has stabilized since I've started reading the Bible. These all make me feel better about myself, therefore making this class worth more to me than any other class I have taken. To sum everything up, incorporating a plan to change my lifestyle behaviors was not something that I wanted to do, and was definitely not always easy. However, after doing it, I feel better about myself. I have grown in all aspects of my life, and it has pushed me to be a better person physically, socially, and spiritually. And for that, I would like to say thank you for helping guide me back to the path that I need to be on, even if it was just for the class. I am going to keep on this path and follow my LMP even after this class ends. It has changed me for the better and will continue to do so. It only seems fitting to end this with a Bible verse. So as Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint." Thank you for taking your time to watch this presentation, and have a blessed rest of your year.